Hi there, it's Gina again with another layout. And today I'm doing one that's going to go on my cruise um, album. And it is using, that's just a little, I think it's 8 by 8 little paper pad, not paper pad, paper pack that I got from, I think maybe Hobby Lobby. So I'm using a few of those sheets from that collection, which I don't know what it is because, it's probably pretty old. So what I'm doing is I checked in my white scraps bin. As you can see, I have a ton of them. And I was looking for, a scrap that was large enough to mount my photos with. So I chose white as my background, not background, as my mat for the photos. And I only have two. And one is of when we got off at the port by Cozumel by the sign. And then of the cruise ship there at the port. While we were in Cozumel, we just took a picture. So I have those three pieces of paper, that red rack, the blue with white polka dot, and then that one, the anchors away pattern. And I'm just trying to take away only use what I'm going to need. So I just cut out the extra because I like this paper, so I want to save it. And I have a lot more cruise photos to make, so I figure I could always use the scraps. And I got a phone call from my mom, so of course I had to answer rather. Sorry, got distracted for a second there. So as you can see, I just cut out the middles of those because that's not really going to show. So I'm using some of that blue ink. It's navy, and I'm just inking all the edges with it. Using my round foam tool. Oh my goodness, I hope you don't hear all that noise. All right, so I usually don't do anything on a white background, but I don't know, I just liked the idea of using a lot of the paper and I didn't want it to be too busy. So that's the say cheese. I can't remember where it's from. I had little cards, but I don't know where I put them. That had all my my recipe for what I used. So that's how I store my scraps. I don't know if you've seen it before. And I have all the colors. They're separated by color, solids and then patterns in a separate. They're called job pockets from Staples. That's not my idea. I had seen someone else use them, and they're very sturdy. So I think Jennifer McGuire. So they're very sturdy, so they work really well. And I have all my scraps right in front of my workspace, so that way I know to check that right away when I need something instead of cutting into a new piece of anything. So I just matted my photos. I double matted with the white and then the yellow. Trying to position my photos. I don't quite like it like that. I think I'm gonna, yeah, there you go. I'm gonna switch them and put my the cruise ship on the top, and I'm going to pop up just a little bit with the fun foam the Cozumel picture. I'm using ATG to put on the fun foam, and then I have the other half sticky from running it through my Xyron. So it's going to go like that. And then, of course, at the end, I lost the last piece of the video. So I have some pictures, and then I'll just go through the, little bit that I did that didn't show, which is mostly a cluster on the top right. So I'm looking through that paper, and it's from Recollections. It's like all polka dots and um, maybe Rick Rack and just all different. I have a couple different paper pad packs. So those are some Mexican themed stickers that I'm not going to end up using. I had spelled out Cancun, but I didn't really like it. It was too many different colors and didn't quite go. So I ended up going with some other ones, and I just write Mexico and some other from a little Mexico pack. So still, I'm going to put these on the wax paper and try it out. But the colors didn't go, as you can see. So that anchor right there, that came from a $1.50 bin um, from Target. And it has like several different colors of anchors. So I just decided to use that one. And that is uh, a vellum piece, and it says, "It is said that a man's life can be measured by the dreams he fulfills." And that was Mr. Rourke from Fantasy Island that said that. So I thought that was cute. I used to love Fantasy Island when I was little. So yeah, I'm going to use that, but I'm going to end up backing it. And I'm going to use those. Do you see it right there? That pack there to the left, that bow bunny. But I don't think you're going to quite see it because that's part of the... I'm going to put down some of the buttons and stuff, but some of the pieces I'm going to also use on another cluster. So those are just some words and stuff that I don't end up using. I got that little circle piece, and it says Ports of Call. That's going to go right there. And that was too see-through, and you could see all the background, and I didn't really like it. So I'm going to, right there, getting another scrap from my white scrap bin. And I'm going to glue that on. Cutting it down, of course. I don't need any larger than I need. And that's, yeah, that's a vellum piece, so I just use some HEG, and you can't see it. See? Looks perfect. So I'm just putting that right in those two photos. I'm trying to figure out where to put that, and it's gonna end up going there. So this was on a cruise we went in 2016, March of 2016. So I'm just trying to decide what other embellishments I can add to this. This wasn't a page kit that I put together. I just kind of winged it and was using all of my travel stuff that I had around. I have it all in one place. So that's one of the Mexico themed things that I have. Super duper old stickopotamus, I think. And the stickers are not sticky at all. Or they stick to the backing. You can't peel them off. It's just not. I don't know if it's stickopotamus. I don't know. I don't want to badmouth it if it's not, but yeah. So I tried for a while and see, it's not working well. So I want to use that because I don't want to do Cozumel again because it's already there. So I try that Mexico, and then it doesn't look bad. But then I find that different one, and I instead choose the red. And those might be from Creative Memories. Really, really old though, but yeah, from Creative Memories. So just scraping that off so I could add the red Mexico word. And then the maracas, I'm going to use those. And that's about it. So there's that. I think that looks nice there. So it's Cozumel and then Mexico. And there's my maracas. Fill up that dead space right there. Pretty, pretty. And then looking at those rub-ons. And it says, "This is the life." So I'm going to use that right there in that corner. And this one doesn't really have a title because I figure it's going to be with the other Cozumel layouts. So, I mean, you could tell what it is. So there's really not going to be any journaling. You could tell what it is, and there won't be a title. Then I'm looking through more of my travel stuff to see what else I could find. And then that word boat perfectly. It's just right there. It was part of it. It's part of the paper already. So those are the buttons from the Bow Bunny. So I'm going to add those. Colors are perfect for this layout. So if you're there on the right, some on the left, and then I have that smile little chipboard piece. And that's going to end up going on the top. It's not going to stay there. So now I'm going to do my splatters. And I always go splatter happy. I don't know why I'm not satisfied with just a few. But I always go crazy. So I'm going to use that, and then I'm going to use another like goldish color. I think it's Glimmer Mist in gold. I'm about out of my Heidi Shine. See, that's it. I'm about out of that, so I gotta buy another one. So just splattering all over. I hope you don't hear those dings on my computer. So just use my paper towels to blot them dry a little bit. And getting a wipe to wipe off my little mat. And I always make a mess. All right. So then I'm going to mat that on that paper. And that paper is like a bulk, not bulk, it has like 25 sheets from Hobby Lobby, not Hobby Lobby, from Tuesday Morning. And half of it was that pretty blue, and then half of it was the football helmets from a bunch of different, I don't know, I don't watch football, so a bunch of different helmets from different teams, I guess. So I decided to use that for my background, the pretty blue. And of course, run out of ATG. So I use one of my little tape runners that I have for emergencies, so I don't take time. And using again that same navy little cube for the edges. And I had cut down my my layout to maybe a 1/4 inch on each side. Then those are just some Michael's Pretty Blue Bling. And then I'm stamping. And I end up trying out a couple of different arrows. And one of them is too thick. It's like, see, I'm glad I decided to use a piece of scrap to try it. One, the color I had was too dark, so it kind of looked black. And then that was like not a good, it's just totally blacked out. And I like the one with the stripes better, with the diagonal stripes. So I'm going to stamp that with the Stampin' Up! Night of Navy. And just stamp it a few times. And then I'm going to stamp it on the top right, and I'm going to hate it. So that's what's going to change. I am, at the end of the video, I am looking for a yellow piece of paper, and I'm going to cover that up. So see, I'm trying to cover it up now. So I'm going to use, not that yellow, but a different patterned rickrack paper for my scraps. Which I hate to call them scraps because it kind of sounds like garbage, like, but they're not. They're awesome. But yeah, so I got a few things, and I got those borders too that I'm going to add to the pretty much right where they are. The middle one I'm going to skip. So there I am looking for the color, but you see on the right there, I chose the rickrack and added that viewfinder and the camera. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. And I put the say cheese on top. Super cute, I think. And then at the end, I put a little, what do you call it? I put an anchor on the left. I stamped it, but I don't think you could even see that. But anyway, thank you for watching.